I listen to the wind of my soul. Where I'll end up, well, I think only God really knows. I've sat upon the setting sun, but never, 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 I never wanted water once. No, never, never, never.
Thank you all for coming. I'm Mark Premack, Executive Director of the Wildlands Trust, and we're here today to announce the protection in perpetuity of the O'Neill Farm.
I'm really pleased that this is going to take place, and I've always hoped that this would not be built up on, and it's going to come that way. The farm has been good to me, and I think it should be available for young people to see and enjoy, and maybe some trails for the older people to enjoy.
I think it's very important that look at what's happened around the country. Farms and dairy farms like this are disappearing at, in my opinion, an alarming rate. And when they disappear, they can't be brought back. They're almost typically always sold off for development. And because it is the last remaining dairy farm, in my opinion, if it disappears, in a sense, that entire history and character that makes our town semi-rural in this region what it is will go by the wayside.
We're going to keep agriculture alive, and this is really not only the last place that's still working, it's the last opportunity on the whole South Shore to have real agriculture, not a petting zoo, not a boutique farm, not a horse farm, but agriculture.
Our primary industry 200 years ago and probably 100 years ago, the opportunity to keep some vestige of what was really the primary source of providing food and income for the residents of this community is a wonderful thing to be able to do.
Back in those days, there were farms everywhere, and all these funny roads, which we now have to contend with, led to somebody's farm.
I want you all to meet Terry Thibodeau. She does a real lot of the milking and work here. And it's interesting to note her great-great-grandfather used to work here. Yeah.
I like about cows is they give us lots of good milk, and I like milk.
They paved paradise and put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Took all the trees and put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 to see them. No, 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 don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot.
I don't think I knew where milk came from until I went to O'Neill Farm and figured out that it came from cows, and then they shipped it off to stores.
Right.
Learned a lot.
Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, now they paved paradise to put up a parking lot. One night
doing this for the kids, for the children, so that future generations of kids on the South Shore will know where food comes from, how it's produced, what an animal looks like, that milk comes from a cow.
There is an important educational component, I believe, and a quality of life component to growing up in an area where you have access to farming, farmers, and understanding that whole process.
I came upon a child of God. He was walking along the road, and I asked him, "Tell me, where are you going?" This he told me. Said, "I'm going down to Yasgur's farm, gonna join in a rock and roll band. Got to get back to the land and get my soul."
I drove in and saw how large it was. It was spectacular to see, and I would encourage anyone that hasn't seen the O'Neill farm to see it. It was stunning, and I realized this is what Duxbury probably looked like everywhere 200 years ago.
And we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
When you're on the O'Neill property, it would be similar if you're a water person being out in the middle of Duxbury Bay at sunrise. There's no traffic around you with motorboats or sailboats. It's as peaceful and still a place as you could be in this town, or out on the beach for that matter. And there are fewer and fewer of those places where one can feel that sense of serenity and quietude, but with an aspect that there is life going on around you.
I just feel the city moving nearer and nearer, and the people getting more and more disconnected from the earth. And we're supposed to be connected to the earth. That's our native. That's why we love to, sit on a beach or spend a day walking in the woods. It's refreshing because it brings us back to where we should have been all this time.
Back to the garden.